What a nice, peaceful day. There are many things one can do to reach mental tranquility. One can find a classic piece of literature and spend the day absorbing the written word. Or one can make a nice cup of tea and simply bask in the silence of a lazy Sunday. Or one could participate in a sporting game of... The first step to achieving a stress-free, leisurely activity is to decide which Mortal Kombat to play. This may seem daunting at first because there are so many choices. In my opinion, you can't go wrong with the first game. Nothing quite like playing a fighting game on an arcade cabinet and releasing all of those day-to-day frustrations out on the joystick, no innuendo intended. Sure, there are other versions, like the SNES version, the Sega Genesis version, and even the PC port of the game, but there's something wonderfully nostalgic and magical about playing it on the cabinet itself. First, you must choose a character to your liking. Note how friendly and inviting these characters look. This fighter's name is Kano, definitely the type of bloke you could have a nice friendly dialogue with, and afterwards he can teach you acrobatics. You can either play against somebody else, or you can attempt to fight other characters, making the long but prosperous climb up the tower and defeating all of your enemies. And trust me, there isn't a better way to relieve some stress than by cutting a bitch.
Johnny Cage wins. Fatality.
There now, doesn't that feel better? One of the best things about Mortal Kombat is the bloody, violent nature of the fighting. You know how you have a bad day at work and your boss is getting on your ass for data reports, and then you spill coffee in your lap, and your coworker hits on you, and your computer blue screens, and you didn't save your work, and the world basically takes a crap all over your being? Well, what better way to bring the spark back into your day than to pull someone's spinal cord out from their body?
Sub-Zero wins. Flawless victory. Fatality.
How can you possibly think of anything else when your character is holding your opponent still beating hard over his or her body?
Kano wins. Fatality.
It's truly serene. Some people may start to feel troubled over seeing some of these poor souls tossed into a strategically placed pit of spikes, resulting in unwanted duress. This is when you really have to look at the fighter wedged into those spikes and you say to yourself, "Welp, better him than me," and soon you'll be punching people into spike pits left and right. Others believe that Mortal Kombat results in anger and aggression in some people. This may be true, but consider the list of things that I believe to be far more aggression-inducing than Mortal Kombat. Recent studies show that these 5 things make people absolutely insane. Here is some actual, completely unscripted footage of your average person playing a game of life.
Another kid? Another kid? I can't afford another kid! Ugh, screw life! Are you recording this? Are you recording? Shut that thing up!
I do love a rousing game of Mortal Kombat and probably will continue to as long as NetherRealm Studios keeps developing them. I love the characters, I love the gore, I love the music, and believe it or not, I actually do play this game to relax despite how violent the game is. I don't know, there's just something incredibly awesome about decimating your opponent in a video game after a really hard day. If you're lucky enough to have an arcade in the area that still has cabinets, then it's worth playing. Mortal Kombat was one of the first arcade-style games I played when I was younger, and to this day I still go back to the arcade to play it. Plus I have this weird fascination with decapitation, which may explain why I don't have many friends. It's nice to just lose yourself in the gameplay and focus on releasing all of those bad energies. I know I feel at peace.
Scorpion wins. Tranquility.